Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. So, in this channel, I always like to talk about leadership a lot because leadership is kind of the it factor, whether your thing is going to survive or not, right? Your business, your country, your group, it doesn't matter what it is, it's the it factor that determines whether your thing that you want to be in charge of or you want to be a part of is going to grow or not, right? It's certainly not because of lack of resources, especially this day and age where you got the internet at the palm of your hand. Nothing is because of a lack of resources. Everything is because of a lack of leadership. And one of the things I'm always impressed by is when I see people, right, who can really make a difference within a short amount of time. And I remember when I first saw this story about, back 4 years ago about El Salvador's new president. He says, "Oh, he thinks he can turn the country around," and then time passes, and then let's scroll down here. Um, Basically, it says how the world's most dangerous country solved murder. So if you don't know about the history of El Salvador, and this has been true as far as I've almost been alive, I've always been afraid to go there because it had this reputation of being this gang-filled, I guess, heckhole, right? And just with the change of leadership, I think within like a year, pretty much gotten rid of all. I don't want to say all the gangs, but made a much safer country. And the media has called him the world's coolest dictator. I don't know if that's kind of the media trying to bring him down or whatever. But what I'm saying is that leadership makes the biggest difference. In fact, I saw this one of this guy's speeches, and again, I'm not going to play the sound, but it's really impressive, right? Like he talks about family, loyalty, patriotism, and if we take a look here, man, that's the kind of like army that has like respect for their leader, right? When's the last time you kind of saw that, right? But let me just kind of take a look here. I'm not going to play the whole video, um, but basically, I mean, take a look at this values such as you know, bravery, courage, oh, what, strength, discipline. I feel like I'm in a totally different universe, kind of like the one I kind of grew up in when I was a little kid, about what was like, you know, considered to be honorable in society. And sometimes nowadays, I feel like I live in this bizarro universe, kind of like, there's bizarro Superman and how like everything that I was taught was good is somehow now bad, But when I hear this guy talk, oh my goodness, like here's the thing: patriotism, honor, loyalty. Like, why do I have to hear a speech from another country in another language to kind of be moved by what would supposedly be traditional American values, right? But if you want to see, do a Google search on this, look for this phrase, and maybe you just type it. But his name's Nayib Bukele. I think that's his name. But I mean, I remember I heard this guy talk, and it really moved me because I was like, "Whoa, when's the last time I heard anybody talk about things like what this guy's talking about?" Right? And look how they all like kind of like look up to him, right? And he's kind of like just a few years older than me, and I'm just really impressed. I'm really impressed by people who are movers and shakers, and they just don't talk about doing stuff, but they actually do it. That's what I'm really impressed by, right? This is the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. And leadership makes the difference between whether your thing is crap or not. It honestly is, right? And, some people are like, why do you talk about politics? Because here's the thing: if you don't care about politics, you have to realize that politics cares about you, right? And that's why it's important to understand and be involved in what's going on within our communities. You look at the youth these days; they're just completely checked out, right? Like you hear a 16-year-old talking about, whatever this president is talking about. I just like they're like zombies. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they're zombies is because every single person in their life who's supposed to hold a leadership position, whether it's parents, teachers, um, I don't know, I guess you could say politicians as well, business leaders, they've just kind of completely checked out as well. And so we've kind of live in a nation of checked out people. But I'll be honest, When I see this guy speak, I'm like so impressed because like I'm actually like thinking to myself, who is there in my real life who actually speaks like this? Like who's like saying, "Hey, this is the promised land. This is what we should strive for." Almost nobody. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like why I'm really, I don't know, I guess like admiration of this dude because like who's the last leader that I can think of who actually made an actual change? Remember like hope and change and then nothing happened? You remember that? I remember that. All right. Well, um, let's just take a look here. How could a nation not rise up with values such as these? And I totally agree agreement with you, Mr. El Salvadorian president. You know, man to man admiration. No, no, not a lie. But yeah. So when's the last time you saw somebody like this, an adult American male, talk about traditional American values? I'll just be honest. I kind of find it sad that I have to look for El Salvador. Nothing gets El Salvador to be moved by traditional American values. Isn't that sad? Like, well, it's the same thing with like California. California used to be such a great place, and then with poor leadership, um, within like 2020, 2021, um, they experienced a population decrease because people wanted to move out. Now, here's the funny thing: the media reported, "Oh, 2023, we kind of stopped that population net reduction by like 0.16% in 2023." But yeah, all right. So I'm just going to be rambling on and on. But here's the main point: leadership makes a difference, right? And I want you to think of yourself as a leader, but most people don't. Most people don't. They feel like they want to have the title of the leader, but when it comes to taking action, get nothing, right? All right. Well, this is Korean Atlanta mentorship, showing my admiration for other people that are not in my country. All right. So have a great day, everybody, and we will speak next time.